You think motivation is what makes people successful? It's not.
For years, I chased motivation. I watched videos, read books, and tried every trick, but nothing changed. I stayed stuck, frustrated, repeating the same mistakes, and then it hit me. Waiting for a spark was useless. I had to see the truth about what drives success. The moment I did, everything changed. And that's what I want to show you today. The one thing the most successful people have in common, and how you can start building it yourself. Vision versus motivation. Motivation fades, vision lasts. Well, look, most people rely on motivation, but that's how you only get short bursts of energy and you never get lasting results. Well, you see, vision acts like a compass and it can guide your every choice when you don't feel like it. You know, most successful people are guided by vision. Okay, so let's start with LeBron James. You know, most people just see the highlights of his games. They see the dunks, the championships, the stats. But what you don't see is his vision. Long before he became a household name, LeBron knew exactly where he wanted to go. Every early morning workout, every extra hour on the court was guided by that vision, helping him make decisions that others missed. You know, and it's the same for someone like Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a bodybuilder who won many Mr. Olympias. I have heard an edit where he tells about his mentality, how while others have a sour face and they're tired of doing exercises, but yet he's the one who's smiling and doing them. His mentality was, by every single rep, every workout, every meal he ate, he was getting closer to the goal he wanted. He was getting closer to the physique he had in mind. So every little thing you do each day acts as a brick, and brick by brick you can create the vision you have always imagined. The difference isn't luck or working harder, it's having a clear long-term picture of what they're doing. That's how they keep doing it for so long with such hard intensity. Pause. Now, how to actually build your vision? You know, you need to start with an end in mind. You need to have that mental picture in your mind. Drink break. Good water. Drink your water, guys. On a serious note, you have to start with the end picture already in your mind. If you don't have one, after this video, just sit there and think. I usually go for a walk in the nature or in my room in circles, which helps me actually. And I can figure something out usually. So, you need to ask yourself, where do I want to be in 5 years? Or 10 years? You know, be specific. Career, health, lifestyle, relationships. Write it down. A clear picture makes your vision real. It can also be the tiniest things you just want to do. When you wake up, what type of slippers do you want to wear? And actually, when you have that vision in mind, you can see a person. Okay, so what does that person look like? What do they do? So once you have a vision where you are in 5 years, the next step is to break down. Right, the next step is to break it down into your goals. You know, and each of those goals you need to break into smaller ones. And what is important about creating these goals is you need to make them trackable and you need to make them actionable. Because, quick example, if you say I want to get fit, how are you gonna measure that? How are you gonna track that? How can you see every day that you are getting fit, you know? Or how do you know when you are there? So like a bare goal would be lose 30 pounds by 6 months. So it would be like lose 30 pounds in the next 6 months by doing gym 3 times a week. So now you have a thing to do every week. You have a milestone where you want to get and you have a time frame for it. And once you slowly achieve each of those tiny goals, you get closer and closer to your vision. Once you see your vision, I think every little thing you do every day, the hard things, the frustrating things, become much easier. After making your goals is aligning daily actions with your mission. You know, that's when you see your big goals, like let's say losing those 30 pounds, and then you know, okay, I gotta do this workout, I gotta eat this meal, and I gotta do that cardio. Okay, and you're doing that, and you're slowly getting there. Furthermore, how do you not lose motivation? So yeah, you need to visualize your vision like every day about 5 to 10 minutes. You can just sit down, you can visualize it, you can write it down what it looks like, you can maybe draw, you can find Pinterest boards, you can create Pinterest boards, and just whatever helps you see the vision more. Then what's left? You need to track your progress and celebrate those wins, because if you don't celebrate it, you're gonna lose that drive. You know, when you celebrate those wins, they reinforce your purpose. Well, I mean, after that, that's really it. Now, you have your vision, you have the goals, you have smaller goals, you have daily actions. Now you are reviewing your vision every day, and what else? And you're celebrating those small wins. So in the end, you're getting close to it. And what that means is you can do it. I mean, I'm surprised you even watched this video so far. Either you just like my content, or you really want to change yourself, or both, I don't know. I know you can do it. Alright, congratulations, you have watched it till the end. You get a cookie, or a heart. I don't want to edit it, so a heart. Now, you have to wait for tomorrow, and see you there, buddy. Fly home, buddy. I'll work alone.
Mr.